Okay,
Today, Jenny's going to share, and I'm going to just intro. Hi, Gus. Gus has things to say. Gus is like, hello. Hi, are you going to come up here and say hi to everyone? You don't have it in you? He's like, come on. Come on. Okay, you have to be quiet. Come here.
But love me, Mom. Love me.
So Gus is joining us. He has things to say to Goose. Yes, he has specials that comes with him. He's gonna hang out apparently. Okay, so anywho, I got distracted by Gus, who has opinions. That's not gonna work out for you. You got to turn around, buddy. Come on, go see your dad. Okay. Hi, everyone. Usually Gus hangs out like on the floor right here. I have like this bed laid out for him, but then he, as you're watching the replay, he had lots to say. He's like, hey, love me. So today I really want to talk about the power of receiving. And I know that I hope that this topic resonates as much with you. I hope that like I'm not the only person on planet Earth that struggles with receiving.
No, we have a massive I hate to use the word pandemic now because it's so linked to COVID, but like literally we have created our society on you must give more than you receive. You must give 5 days of your week so you can have 2 days of freedom.
You must work. You must it's like there's this obsession with earning the receive.
Yeah.
We can't just receive. We can't and it's such an interesting thing to me because as a healer, I feel like my job is to help you learn to receive and learn that you are worthy. There's not a checklist that makes you worthy of receiving love.
Yeah. As is. Because you exist, you are worthy of receiving because you have a physical body. Oh, I've been teaching this in my classes, the sacred reciprocity, for like 2 weeks now. And most people are super good at giving. That's super easy. Receiving, even compliments. Watch people's body language now. When you give them a compliment, oh, stop. No, it's nothing.
This old thing. Oh, my hair, whatever. I
push it away, literally shrug it off. Oh no.
I don't want, and then we wonder why goodness doesn't happen for us. Well, how many times are you going to think about it? Let's just have an analogy, right? Say you have a friend, we're just going to talk Jenny and I, right? If I invite Jenny to come out with me 4 times and she says no, I'm likely not going to invite her for the 5th time. Now think about that as receiving love. If I try to give to Jenny 4 times and she does not receive any of it, am I going to keep trying? No, I'm not going to keep trying because why? She's not going to receive it. I'm wasting my time. I'm going to go find someone else who's going to receive it. I'm going to go find someone else who's grateful. And I feel like when you think about energy and you think about source and you think about manifesting and all this, all these buzzwords that are hanging around the world, they all kind of connect to this idea. If you're not willing to receive it, you're not going to get it. If you're not open to it coming, it's not going to come for you. If you don't have a bank account, where's the money going to go? If you don't have a place for it to come.
Yeah. But, and just let's for a moment, because there's this whole concept of, oh, but that's selfish or that's narcissistic or that's whatever words and labels you want to put on that. But let's just take a moment to look at some real life things, right? You give your time to a job and then you receive money for that job. You understand this exchange. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We exhale our breath and then we inhale. We receive oxygen. We understand this concept. Mother Earth reigns. And as she's dropping water and letting go of water, she's also receiving moisture and fluid in her Earth surface.
Mm-hmm.
We understand these concepts, but when it comes to, I don't know, for some reason, other ways, it's if you just gave all of your money away and then just said, no, I can't have that money. No, don't pay me. Don't pay me. Let me just keep giving. Let me just keep giving.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be empty and have nothing to give anymore. You have to receive so that you can give.
You do. You really do. You have to be full. You have to work. And I just get so fired up about this topic that I'm like, okay, take a breath, Jasmine. I would love, if you're watching, to just put something that you want to receive. Just put something in the comments that you want to receive.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the other piece that happens. People don't want to be specific.
Oh.
They don't want to ask because, if it doesn't come, then that means, if it doesn't come in a certain amount of time, then that means it's not coming at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing is, so one, we don't even want to receive in the first place because that's selfish, or all the other 14,000 words we've created to describe just receiving love.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't want to ask for what we want
Mm-hmm.
because that means that they don't really care. Like Source doesn't really care. If God really existed, he would know what I wanted. I feel like I just opened a can of worms. Like Jenny's like, oh my God, I didn't even know we were going to go there.
Oh, I have so much to talk about this. But Jasmine says, put the stuff in the chat box. And here's the other piece of that game. Okay, so first it's claiming what you want to receive, owning it. Second is maybe look through and can you give what these people are asking for? Or do you know somebody who could?
Mm.
Right? This is kind of a fun game. Let's see what happens. So
I love it. There's people watching right now, and I have not seen anything show up in the chat box.
So what are some things that you're needing right now? Like, I'm trying to think of something I need that I could put down. Or even go for it.
I have one. And I've been kind of trying to decide how I wanted to put this out into the world. I want to have more interaction with people. Right? Like I have a clientele, right? I want more people. So I have decided I'm going to stop putting these parameters on how those people come. Like ultimately, it's not about money for me. It's not about anything. So what if I get rid of that? What if I get rid of any expectation for a certain amount of money for sessions? So if you're listening to this, this could be interesting. I'm going to see. I'm not going to post it anywhere else, but I'm going to see. I'm doing donation-based sessions for at least the next month. All of May. You don't have to pay me any certain amount of money. I'm only doing 6 of them a week because I want to receive more people. Letting go of this expectation that I am going to get anything from receiving. Does this sound weird? Like that's such a weird thing, but it's like, I want to receive the connection. I want to receive this. This is what feels good to me. This is the energy exchange that I want. I'm going to stop putting expectation. I'm going to stop trying to control how it comes. I'm going to stop trying to protect myself and say, well, what if people take advantage? I want the interaction. What if people take advantage of me? What if people take too much of my time? What if people, blah, 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 blah. All of these things that are stopping. I took a month to decide to do this. It's very interesting.
Yeah. I've been contemplating it. Jasmine and I have been talking about this for a couple of weeks. And I was like, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'm able to offer donation-based healings in the month of May. Pay what you can.
Pay what you can. Give what you can.
Yeah. So, but I guess we're only posting it here for now.
I mean, I don't know. I just decided I wanted to talk about it. I really wanted to talk about receiving. And then I hope that people decide to receive that.
Yeah.
I hope people decide, you know what? I want that. I'm going to take it. I'm not going to be offended, or I'm not going to worry or hem-haw about what her actual price tag is or anything like that. Just receive the help, because so many people don't take the free.
Yeah.
But then when you charge $150, when you charge $180, when you charge $300, then they're there because they've earned it. They've paid for it. They've worked for it.
Yeah.
So I hope that I get all 6 sessions booked in the next 2 days.
Ooh,
I hope that people decide to receive that.
that.
I hope that people don't think they have to earn it, or they don't let anything get in their way.
Pride.
Because nothing's in your way.
Right? Holy cow. Yeah. That is, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see. I was not prepared to talk about this today. But that is a beautiful way of receiving, like, pay what I can and really go, what can I pay? What is that for me? And it may be $5.
It may be $5.
That's all I have in my purse right now is $5.
It may be $150.
Yeah.
And it may be a cup of coffee. I don't know. It may be, and I was really inspired by this because I was watching someone on YouTube, and they go, like, a lot of these YouTubers, they give a lot. And I saw this little link, and it said, just buy me a cup of tea. And I was like, this is so beautiful. Like, I really love that idea of, there's such an energetic exchange. And when you are on that vibration of receiving, like, the possibilities are endless.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm hoping that with me really allowing myself to receive the connection and you to receive a session, like, look at the beauty of that vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Just in saying, okay, I'm going to receive that she's open to this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to receive that she wants to give.
Yeah. One time I was struggling as a young mom, and some women came over to check on me and see how I was doing from the church that I was a part of. And they were like, can we fold your laundry? Can we help with the dishes? And I was like, no, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. I was drowning. I needed help with dishes and laundry, but my pride was like, oh, you've got this. You can't seem weak.
Mm-hmm.
But not only did I deny myself of receiving help from these women, I denied them a chance to give. And, like, I know Jasmine, and I know she loves to do sessions.
Mm-hmm.
I love to do sessions. Like, it lights us up. It's so exciting. And so by saying, hey, guess what? We're going to do this donation based. You choose the price. Like, let us give that to you. Can you receive that?
Mm-hmm. Can you receive
it? If you don't receive that, you deny us in giving a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I love to help and give to others, but I have a hard time receiving and asking for help. This is exactly it. Like, so I was at, when this really stuck for me. So I was at a retreat, and it was, I honestly don't even know how I heard it for the first time. But I came home from that retreat, and I wish I could remember the whole story. It just was a profound moment. And I remember it's Joseph.
Oh yeah.
Joseph we were at the relationship retreat up in Bear Lake, and I don't know, Joseph was saying it. I don't even remember if it was even a topic per se. Joseph is this little, very fire dancer who we know. And I just kind of picked it up then, and he was giving a compliment to me or to someone else. I think there was a compliment to me at some point. And I was like, I received that. Just say, I received that. Like, you don't need to say oh, thank you so much. Like, nothing else. Just say, I received that. So I hope that you guys take it. I'm going to put it in the little caption. I received that.
I received that. And you can even practice the hand gestures of pulling it into you. This is very energetically strong, is to grab energy and pull it to your heart, grab it, pull it to your mind, grab it, pull it to your center, wherever you're needing energy, grab it and pull it to you and receive it. Oh, thank you. I received that. I received that. Instead of,
I
oh,
still say that.
no. Oh, this old thing. No. Brushing it off. Wow,
I
thank you. I received that. I received that.
that.
So everybody just do that with your hands. I received that.
I received that. And I think it was such a simple thing for me because I don't even know, like, it just became like so ingrained in me in like 2 days. It was so odd to me, but it's such a big deal in my life. I stopped saying no, and I started saying, and it felt less selfish. It felt less selfish for me to say it like that. It felt like, oh, it really did turn for me at the beginning. It turned the attention to say like, oh, I receive that you're giving that to me. I see you. It's kind of like the like master in me sees the master in you kind of deal. Like, I receive that.
Mm-hmm.
I am feeling you. I am like really taking in what you're giving me, and it feels so good. Thank you. And it was just such a different way of saying it for me that I really love it. I still do it to this day. I receive that.
Mm-hmm.
I receive that. And really owning it. And it's not me being egotistical. It's me just being like, I'm really working on receiving stuff, because I realized that the little wounded inner child part of me didn't like to receive, didn't like to be touched, didn't like any of these sort of things that we should like, and it should be easy, because I wanted to give more, because that's safe. It's safe for me to give. There's no expectation. I can give without any expectation so easily. Can I receive without expectation? Working on it. Because for me, when I receive, there's immediately that need to give back. But when I say I receive that, I don't have to give a compliment in return. I can just receive it.
Yeah.
There's no expectation of me to do anything.
Yeah, I love that.
No expectation.
I received that.
I receive. The gospel. Receive love.
Oh, that is fun. This receiving, like, really, you can't give unless you receive. Like, it is like what the chicken or the egg came first. You can't have one without the other. You really can't. And receiving, we were talking about this so Monday nights I teach chakra meditation and movement, and we're doing the manifesting channel right now. And we're talking about this concept that, like, there's a delay in manifesting for a reason. Because, like, if I wanted an elephant right now, or if I thought, oh my gosh, it'd be so cool to have an elephant, and then bam, an elephant shows up in my room, I'd be hurting. There'd be a lot of problems. So there's like a refining process. Do you really want an elephant? How do you want this elephant to show up? And guess what? I do have elephants in my office, and a really cute picture.
Yes, we do have elephants.
We do have elephants. It is a refining process, and it requires you removing all of your blocks to why you can't have what you think you want. Really, that's it. Removing everything that's in the way of why, because it already exists in the world. What you want already exists. Otherwise, you wouldn't want it. Like, there's this law of attraction, like, and I'm not talking about like, ooh, the law of attraction and The Secret. I'm talking about literal. Our bodies exist as a mass because of atoms attracting to atoms and creating protons and neutrons, and then forming, organs and glands and cells first, right? And it all is because of this attraction. I have a negative, I've got a positive, I got to find the other, and boom, now we become one, and we want this thing. Because you want it, it means it's already out there for you waiting. It exists already for you. And you just have to move all of the crap that's up here in the way, telling you why you can't have it.
Yeah. You have to be open. And you can't be open to receiving it if you have 14 doors stopping you from getting it. I was listening to something, I must have been like Gaia or whatever, and it was talking about the different like purposes for the chakras. And this was really resonating to me when connection to the throat chakra. And it was talking about how this is the center of all of your vibration.
Mhm.
And if you can't speak, if you can't feel your own vibration, if you're not on the vibrational match for something, it's not going to come for you. If you're not speaking and living your truth, it's not going to come for you. That's why it's such a big deal to be in alignment.
Yeah.
If you want to have $1 million, but you're spending every dollar you receive, you're not living in alignment with the goal of having $1 million.
Mhm.
Because
Yep.
millionaires didn't get all their money at one time. Over generations or over time, that has to have built. But that means that someone had to stop spending money. Because you can blow $1 million pretty quick. We used to play this game in our Lightworkers chat all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, today you have to spend $100,000.
Yeah.
You can spend $100,000 pretty damn quick.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're living in alignment, what are you spending it on?
Yeah.
And it's such an interesting idea of, one, learning to be open to receiving something, and two, getting yourself in alignment and saying, okay, I want to receive this thing. Am I in alignment for that to happen for me? Have I cleared the blocks? Am I living my life in alignment to get that thing that I want to receive?
Yeah. And you talk about vibration. This thing that you want holds a specific vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And we think a lot of times, and this is a lot of Abraham as Esther Hicks stuff, we think that the having this thing will give us what we want. But really what we want is the feeling that thing, having that thing will give us. So start feeling that feeling and you'll match the vibration and that thing will show up.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't want $1 million. We want the safety and security that comes with $1 million.
Or freedom or fun, or
we want to be able to buy the things that we want. We want to be able to live with freedom. So when we start to do those things, having the actual $1 million doesn't really matter.
Mm-mm.
It's that we're living with freedom and excitement, and we're bringing that vibration up, and likely the money will come.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or it just won't matter to you anymore at all. So it won't matter if it came.
Yeah. And I want to circle back to something we kind of started and then we squiggitied.
We squiggitied a lot today because this one was like, this is something Jenny and I are incredibly passionate about, because I think we're like really, I mean, I can only speak for myself. I'm personally really, really, really working on receiving.
Yeah. Because we have been trained our whole lives to martyr, to give, to be of service, and to help, and to be, yeah. So no, this is deep. This isn't just, this is generations of beliefs. Specificity, being specific, being really specific. And I don't remember which mentor taught me this, but I've been using it for a very long time, is the drive-through concept. When you go to a drive-through restaurant and you roll down your window and there's this speaker there and they says, "Can we take your order, please?" And you say, "Yeah, I'm hungry." And then you pull up to the window. What are they going to give you?
Probably nothing.
Right? And so you have to tell them, "I want a black bean burger, no onions, extra ketchup. I want some sweet potato fries and a medium-sized Earl Palmer, please, with a cherry on top." And then I pull up to the window, and that's usually what you get. Sometimes there's some variations. Sometimes the car before you pays for your order.
Which is literally the best thing. Like, who hates that? Like, I don't mean to get excited, but it is when someone pays for your order. And the funny thing is, here's the other funny thing that happens when that anomaly happens. Usually you don't take it, but you act your whole rest of your day as if you did. Usually you'll pass it on to the person behind you.
Yeah. They've done studies on that. That it's gone all day. You pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on in coffee shops and stuff. And sometimes you get extra bonuses, like a curly fry, and your sweet potato fries are like extra bonus. Or they throw in a taco or something, and you're like, or an empanada, I don't know. You're like, what? I didn't order this, but it came. Sweet. Thank you, universe. This or something better.
Yeah.
This or something better. But you have to get specific on what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So important. And a lot of people, Jasmine, a lot of people don't know what they want.
No.
They only know what they don't want.
Which is not horrible.
That's the first step.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first step. Knowing what you don't want. Okay, what's the opposite of that?
What's the opposite of what I don't want? And also, I think the other thing that holds people back from really asking for what they want is, well, what if I ask for this and I don't really want it? Well, you can try it on, my friend.
Yeah.
You can change your mind. Mm-hmm. Do I want $1 million? Maybe I don't. That's a lot of taxes. And then everyone's going to ask me to pay for their shit. And like, there's lots of reasons why you might not want $1 million. I don't need that much, actually. Now that I think about it, 500,000 is plenty.
Yeah.
It's when you ask for something, it doesn't mean that you have now written it in blood and you cannot change your mind ever. It just means for now. And like I said, like my example of giving sessions away as donation based. In 1 month, I might not want that anymore. So I've decided I'm going to try it on for 1 month. Maybe I'll love it and I'll do it forever. I don't know. But for 1 month, I've decided I want that. So just knowing that you hold the keys. And it's still funny to me that not one person, and there's people watching and we see you, no one has asked for what they want yet.
No.
It's interesting. I love it. And it's so hard. It's such a vulnerable thing to type in the chat. I get it. And I'm not making fun of you. I just am making an observation that it's such a hard thing for us to say what we want to receive.
Yeah.
To be vulnerable, to put it out into the universe, because if we don't get it, then that means we're not worthy.
Yeah.
But what if you do get it? What if you say it and you do get it?
Mm-hmm. Or what if on your way to that thing that you think you want, you discover something else that clarifies, refines what it is that you really want. You know, I thought I wanted $1 million, but as I'm on my way to that, I'm discovering that I really want 500,000 and this house over here, or this acreage over there, or whatever. And so I'm going to take a little detour from the original thing. Anyway, and we're like coming up on 30 minutes here. We can talk about this forever.
I just want to point out Jamie's thing real quick.
Okay.
I want a clean house, but that's on me.
Oh, I got to do all the work. I'm by myself on this planet all alone, and I'm in charge of everything.
But what if like that little detour was, I want a clean house and I'm open to receiving someone helping me get there.
Yeah.
Or maybe the thing that you really want is, I want someone to help me clean. I don't want this to be all on me to clean my house. I don't want this to be my sole burden to bear.
Yeah. And we talk about this in chakra meditation and movement class, because we did not come here on this planet one at a time to see if we could survive. Mm-hmm. We came here with all of these other people because we are supposed to work together. We're not supposed to do it alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
I couldn't do it alone. I'm going to tell you right now.
No.
People ask me, they're like, how do you run a business? I was like, because I have 3 other people who do it with me. And I had no desire to do it by myself. Jenny and I don't even go live by ourselves. We don't want to. Like, we could. We can sit here and chat to ourselves for 30 minutes, but we don't want to. It's so fun. I like this interaction.
Yeah, we are meant to be with each other. I know people out there who love cleaning. It's not me, but I know people out there who love it. Oh my gosh, it makes them so excited. And they just like get just like juicy about it, like we do right now about talking about receiving and sessions, just as excited. And so finding that person and then allowing yourself to receive them.
Because I bet you if someone came and said to you, I will clean your house for free this weekend, I think you'd say no.
Mm.
I mean, and like, I don't say that. I really don't. I think I'm coming off mean, but I don't say that because it's like, but what do you really want? Really getting clear with yourself and saying, this is what I really want. I really want to receive help here. And if you're putting all these blocks and saying, okay, well, I want someone to help me clean, but I want them to do it exactly the way that I want them to do it. And like, it's like, all the time you hear mom say, well, I want my husband to help clean, but I'm so particular that he can't. Like, because I want it done a very specific way. And I personally got to the point where I actually want to clean my house and I don't want anyone to be here while I do it. That's all I want. I'm happy to do it. It doesn't bother me. I don't get offended that no one else cleans. And that's not true. I mean, my husband helps. Like, I'm not saying that he doesn't help, but it makes me so happy when I have the day to myself and I can just clean and I don't have to like have any expectations of other people. So I will say, I'm going to clean the house today. So everyone else has to go somewhere else. Otherwise, if they're here, I have expectation that they'll help. And then I get upset when they don't.
Yeah.
That's a side note anyway. So if you guys get anything out of this jumble of mess that Jenny and I have talked about receiving, I hope you've enjoyed because we are kind of funny. Really get clear on what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Write it down so that you can look at it and say, well, how do I get this? What's standing in the way of me getting this? As I write it down, is there a but? And be really open without judgment of yourself. Be kind and gentle to yourself as you do this exercise and you start to work on what are my blocks of receiving? What's stopping me from receiving what I want? I want to stop procrastinating and being scared to do Reiki sessions with people outside of my friends and family. Does anyone want to receive a session from Jen Gresham? She's going to do a session on people.
Yeah. I love it.
We may or may not have trained her, so I feel quite like you are quite in capable hands to have a session with Jen Gresham.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Anything last thoughts? Because we went
well
over, but this is something that it's so much fun to talk about and it's fun to be silly about it because it's poking fun at ourselves.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to say because I feel like if I say something else, it's going to like keep going. And I need to use the little girl's room because I've been drinking. I've had this whole thing in 1 hour.
I'm ready to receive dinner as well. Okay. We love you guys so much. And I hope that you add, I receive that to your vocabulary and just start to practice receiving the little silly things and figuring out what's in your way of receiving the big things that you want.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
Okay.
We should put it in here. We want 100 people to join our Wednesday readings and meditation.
And if you want to receive a session, I don't know, Jenny, you can speak for yourself. I am doing donation-based sessions all the way until the end of May. I have 6 sessions available every single week. If you want to have a session by me, because I want to receive your connection, comment, direct message me, whatever feels good.
Yeah. And I will be doing the same. Donation-based sessions, chakra readings, drumming, all through May.
All through May.
All through May.
Okay. We love you guys, and we will see you tomorrow for readings. Bye.